I think those would be
Oh,
three
that's
simple,
awesome.
good
Yeah.
techniques.
Oh, that's awesome. That's perfect.
Cut that out. Techniques.
Hi there. You're watching The Light of Care, the podcast about our company, FirstLight Home Care of San Francisco and the Peninsula. Our goal is to provide comfort, company, and respite care to elders in need. This podcast aims to educate seniors and their families about the resources and support available to help them live well and age with confidence. I'm your host, Lynn Carteris, and today I am so excited to have Kathy Faenzi here, owner of Faenzi Associates and co-author of An Achievable Balance. She'll share insights on how to care for someone living with cognitive decline while still caring for yourself. I am so excited to have you here. Welcome to the show, Kathy.
Thank you, Lynn. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm excited too.
Yeah, I'm so excited to hear all you have to tell us. First and foremost, we always like to know what your background is and what inspired you to get into this world.
I went to Notre Dame de Namur,
Oh,
and I have to
excellent.
tell you this story. So I'm at orientation, and I was actually going to go through school being an MFT, a marriage and family therapist.
Okay.
And one of the sisters of Notre Dame came out and started talking about senior care and our greatest generation, and introduced gerontology program that they were starting up that year.
Interesting.
So I just made a beeline and followed her down the hall, and I think there was only about 8 of us that was in that program that
Right.
year. So fast forwarding, in 2004, I got my master's and opened up and started my first job in healthcare, which was Faenzi Associates.
Okay.
And that is still active today on the Peninsula. It's a senior care management company. Basically, that was my path into healthcare, if you will.
I was excited to meet you on this level about your book. So I want you to talk about your book and the contents and also about your co-author and how she contributed.
So we wrote a lot of articles, and then in about 2023, myself and Judy is a fabulous editor and a writer in England. She
Oh,
lives in
okay,
England,
right.
and she worked also in assisted living for a while in healthcare. So we started teaming up and really thinking about how could we get this to more people? How could we really take this and share it across the country, if you will? And so that's how we started thinking and putting together an outline that formatted an achievable balance.
When I read this book, I thought, I am literally giving this to every one of our clients. Anybody that I communicate with or our marketers communicate with, they have to read this book because the guilt that comes with having to take care of a family member with dementia, the fear, everything is in this book, and it's this thick, which is perfect. So it's not like, oh, here's a book, read it for 500 pages. It's like, it took me one night to read this book. It's really beautiful. So I want you to just give some advice to people and how to understand it, and then and just caption it, right? Because I want people to buy this book. It is so worth it.
When I talk about achievable balance, we talk about, thinking about what is balance? What does balance feel like, And balance is not something that we're going to keep an even keel
Right.
with our life all day
course not.
long.
Right.
We will be able to come back when there are situations that kind of throw us a curveball, and we're able to bounce back. And where balance comes from is its resilience. Resilience is really the key to having a good balance. With the balance is you're able to manage.
Right.
And not only manage for that individual, but what's most important is our self-care. And the bottom line is, if we don't have self-care,
Right.
Then we're not able to help anyone else, much less ourselves. What can we do is we treat it as if self-care is a prescription.
Yes.
Don't we get a prescription for many medical situations that happen for chronic illnesses? So something as personal as taking care of ourselves could be a prescription that we follow.
For our family caregivers dealing with a parent or a family member who is cognitively impaired, what are 3 practical, simple changes that they could do to make their lives a little easier and still give good quality care?
Okay, well, simply one would be to share the load and know when it's time to supplement additional care in the home using an agency caregiver or having another family member come in. A second one would be do some relaxed breathing. It only takes 2 to 3 minutes to do relaxed
Good
breathing.
idea. I love that.
And there's so many YouTube, videos on how to breathe
How to do it.
appropriately.
Exactly.
And then 3 would be to listen to your favorite music. And I know that when I listen to favorite music, it actually changes my mood. And it can
Me
take
too.
me out of an agitated, stressful situation to a more relaxed and energized
Yes.
feeling.
So, how can an aging life care professional help families navigate the challenges of dementia care?
Well, the first thing, if their loved one is starting to act unconventional and not who they believe their mom or dad or anyone is, then the first thing I do is try to rule out anything medical that may be an issue. So I refer that they go to see a physician. And once you kind of figure out what's going on with mom and dad, then you can really start referring and putting together, an assessment. So for myself, I would come in and do an assessment to determine what is the best care plan that individual, psychosocially, physically, mentally, where is their function, where is their level now. Definitely tell them about aging like professionals. We're trained professionals that have been in the industry working with dementia. We know the different types and what the behaviors that follow the different types. And we also have, if we've done our homework properly and are really active in the community, we know the best resources out there.
So, with all that said, what are your tips and tricks for communicating that to your loved one? That you're going to have somebody come in and assess? Like, what's the best way to tell a family how to do that process?
So we try to find out who is the best person to communicate or to be with and introduce, someone like myself or a social worker or whomever it may be, to make that initial conversation. And we go in with grace. We go in and again, we're not there to bully and we're not there to tell them what they need to do. We're there to try to build a relationship.
You've been doing this quite a long time. I want you to tell me your favorite story.
When I went to meet this individual, she answered the door with a platter of hors d'oeuvres and a bottle of wine. She goes, "You're not Ed McMahon." And so I said, "No, I'm not Ed McMahon." She goes, "But I won. I won all this money." And you know how those
Game shows,
and the things you get in the mail,
right,
where they say you have won $1 million,
right.
And she actually, like many of our seniors, believe that this is true.
Like the sweepstakes.
That's it.
Yeah.
The sweepstakes.
I don't know if you get them that much anymore, but yes, I love
that
story.
Used to be really
it
big.
Huge, exactly.
And so the sweepstakes. So over the next hour, I got to eat some hors d'oeuvres and not drink the wine, but got to eat some hors d'oeuvres. And she was a lovely lady, and she lived alone, and she needed help. And it was one of the most challenging situations to get her to accept
Well, she
help
lived
in the
alone for
home.
all this time. Yeah.
She finally got the help she needed. The caregiver was accompanying her, even though the caregiver had to hide in the shower a few times and pretend she was gone until she calmed down and then come back out.
Oh,
So it was really
challenging.
challenging.
Yeah.
But she lived about 2 more years, and she was a happy lady.
I love listening to you, Kathy. You
There's
are
so many great stories.
I know. Well, we're going to have you back. We're definitely going to have
good.
you back. But so how can people find you? Talk about your book.
So how you can find this book, it is on Amazon, and you can go to my website, which is kathyfaenzi.com, and we have a link there that will take you right to Amazon for the book. And or you can call my office and we'll make sure that we give you that information. And my email is kathy@kathyfaenzi.com.
We've got more interviews on the way. For now, a huge thank you once again to all of my team. They make this come to life. For more information, please check out our website at FirstLightHomeCare.com. Follow us on our social media pages. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.